nominated for an Emmy for her work as the sarcastic talent booker on The Larry Sanders Show, and she's recently been part of Law & Order, the trilogy that concludes tonight on NBC, the episodes that take place out in Los Angeles. Here's Janeane Garofalo. Right here, Janeane Garofalo carving out a body of work here.
My oeuvre.
Your oeuvre?
Yeah.
It's in good shape, isn't it?
Well, I guess so.
Yeah.
This is Car Week, right? On the show. So I get a free car for the show. That's great. Thanks. I'll just drive myself home.
A used car, though, Janeane.
Okay, well, either way, I don't have any car, so...
You don't have a car out in Los Angeles, Janeane?
I live here.
I'm sorry.
Oh, that's okay.
I didn't know that.
That's okay.
You've done so much work out there that I always thought you were a resident.
Well, I did live there for about 6 years, but then I moved here almost 2 years ago.
Uh-huh.
I grew up in New Jersey.
I mean, you didn't adapt well.
It's not that I didn't like, many people say, I hate LA. And I don't hate it. I enjoy many things about Los Angeles, mostly that you can work easily there and all of that, but there's something about walking around here and just existing here that is better for me. Oh, well, it just feels better waking up here than waking up there, and there's no earthquakes here, and
that's
among other things.
That was a big factor for me too.
Right.
That's really what it is, isn't it? A fear of earthquakes.
Right, and I still have it. Did you go through the
She went through the last one.
I happened to be there.
Yeah, so now when things rattle, even here, it's really jarring. Like when you go to the Angelica Theater and the subway goes underneath, you're like sitting there,
That's exactly right. So you've got a lot going on. Let's talk about some of these things. Copland with De Niro and the Stallone.
Right, I didn't have any scenes with Robert De Niro.
But did you see him?
No, I did not.
Did you talk to him?
I saw photos of him in the wardrobe, and they had Polaroids in the wardrobe room, and I did see Polaroids of Robert De Niro.
But he is like a phantom, isn't he? I mean...
Well, he's like a legend, I guess. Is that like a phantom?
That's right.
And he's around, but most of my scenes were with Sylvester Stallone.
And how were they?
They were very pleasant. We argue politics all the time, but other than that, it was a very, very pleasant experience.
He's very professional, isn't he?
He's very professional, and he's also very intelligent, and we just talked about, he likes to talk about books and all kinds of things.
Is this the movie that he gained so much weight for?
I didn't think he looked like he gained a lot of weight, though, but my gauge is very different from other people's in Hollywood about fat and thin, but supposedly he was supposed to be heavy in this, and I guess in theory he was. In my opinion, looking at him, he still looked like a normal-looking guy, but then I guess if you see Rambo or something when he was like,
really?
Pipe cleaner, like pipe cleaners all, but with like cut muscles and stuff, So I guess so he's like 40 pounds heavier in this movie.
The Academy Awards?
No, I didn't see him, but I did see at every wrap-up, every news broadcast had the little
excerpts,
the little snippets and stuff, and I marvel at the Frances McDormand strut up to the podium. Did you notice that and I love Frances McDormand. I think she's wonderful.
How did she do it again?
I don't even know. It was like a hip-hop kind of...
there was
there's like a certain thing. And I couldn't decide, was it a joke or was it one of those things where when you realize that many eyes are on you, your walk becomes so more mutated that... You know what I mean? Like, you can't even control your body anymore. It's like, everyone's watching me. And she was like, like a puppet almost eventually. And who knew the walk was that long? You know what I mean? Like, it's like, I don't think she anticipated it. If it was a joke, that she'd have to commit to the bit all the way up to the podium. So.
But you didn't watch at all.
No, I felt this is, and I'm not saying this in a feel sorry for me way or oh for me, but I have to admit, like on the night of the Oscars or the Academy Awards, it's the one night you're supposed to suspend cynicism about the business, and you're supposed to remember why movies make you feel good and what's important. And sometimes they show those montages and you actually get choked up. And so you have, I'm sort of an actor, and so you sort of have like those feelings of being left out of the Oscars, you know what I mean? So I went on this long, sad walk, like during the Oscars, and just felt sorry for myself, like I'll never do something like The English Patient. Why can't I do something important, And I went to my deli where the owner thinks I have an eating disorder and just bought a bunch of chips and dips and cream. I know, and it was almost like I did it deliberately to make myself feel worse and fatter and
you feel
just out of the loop. of acting.
But you have done something important. Now look at the Larry Sanders Show.
Yeah, that is important.
Emmy nomination, groundbreaking kind of show, you know.
Well, important relatively speaking. I mean, in the big picture, I don't know how important TV is.
Did you watch Larry last night?
No, I didn't.
You know, you're getting on my nerves.
I know. I was actually working last night.
Where were you? What'd you do?
I was doing stand-up last night at Fez, which is under the Time Cafe.
So you still do the stand-up?
I still I'll be at Catch Rising Star this weekend.
Oh, good for you. Good.
Oh, thank
Keeps
you.
you sharp,
Yeah,
doesn't
you
it?
enjoy it.
Yeah, well, I guess.
Yeah, just to go back to the Academy Awards for a minute. What did you think of the clothes? I know that I
You
heard
didn't see it.
Well,
I did-
we saw
but I
some
saw
of it on the E! channel, and they covered
Oh, yeah, the E! channel.
I read somewhere that you were on the worst dressed list.
3 different
for
worst
3
dressed
times,
lists.
and that you didn't mind that at all.
Well, see, this is again about fashion. I've said this before in other shows, is that I don't really get into fashion. But what's weird also about the awards and stuff is people get dressed up, and what it feels like they're doing is showing off, and like they're really dressed up, and what they're saying is, I am so genetically superior to you. There in the viewing audience. Take me in. Look at me. Look at my low-cut dress. Enjoy me. Like, that's how I feel like what they're saying. Like, you know? So.
Yeah, and you do, don't you, Regis? You enjoy it, don't you?
But I think you're very secure in knowing who you are and enjoying yourself for what you are.
Okay.
And you're not afraid to go your own way. For example, what other woman would dress so nicely in black and then wear red and white socks?
I have to go too on. I have red and white and the yellow for the double layer because my shoes are too big.
That's a fashion statement. All right, let's take a look at this clip. Law and Order. It's been terrific out there in Los
a good
Angeles. Jerry Orbach now is interrogating you about a murder. Law and Order tonight, NBC.
Well, I don't know if you get your own, like it's a gift to you. I think it's like a manufacturing
No two
imperative.
are alike. Is that what you're saying?
Exactly.
Huh.
Well, I'm glad to hear that. Okay.
Learn something.
Law and Order tonight. Catch the night.